Gemini, hi. So this is going to be a reading for January 2024, and I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Gemini. All right, the overall energy for the reading, the Seven of Swords. I kind of get the sense that you're trying to keep your distance from something, someone, something. Okay. Starting off the reading, you get the Six of Pentacles crossed by the Ten of Swords. Why does this feel like betrayal? But I don't think it is. But it feels that way. I'm looking at your focus and I see the Devil there, so I kind of get the sense that you're bringing out some sort of pattern here, where instead of looking at things for what they are, you could be interpreting them or from the perspective of what you want them to be, and then that doesn't match with the reality of things, and it could create... They're not doing what they should be doing in order to get to where I want them to go. You know, which... okay, but no, they shouldn't be doing that because they're going to do whatever they're going to do, which sometimes doesn't align with what you would want them to do, whoever this is. So you, let's say you visualize this situation, you're dealing with someone here, and you visualize this as going in that direction, and all of a sudden it turns and it goes into this direction, and you're like, come on, get your shit together. Why did you have to turn there when it was so obvious that you needed to go there? Control. That's what this looks like. You're saying, but I'm not telling them what to do. I'm just not liking that they're going that way when they should be going this way. Why should they go this way and not that way? Well, because that's how I would like them to go, that way. But I'm not telling them not to go there. I'm just going to be pissed off that they're not going that way where I want them to go. So, control. Okay. In the recent past, the Judgment card. See, you were doing so good here. You weren't functioning under these energies, right? Where did this come from? It just showed up. No, it showed back up because this is definitely a pattern of yours. Okay. And you have worked on this pattern, and it wasn't showing up until it did again. Okay. In your strength, the World card, you don't want this pattern either. What's ironic about it all is that you thought you were done with this pattern. You thought you were done with doing this. No, just because you worked on it, you know, one time, two times, I don't know how many times. Patterns, that's why they're called patterns. They're going to keep on wanting to show up. They're not always resolved fully. If they are, you'll know. You'll repeatedly start doing things in a very opposite way of the pattern. And that's when you're like, oh, okay. Because it's almost like it's almost something that has been instilled within you for so long that it needs replacement. So when you start behaving a certain different way than the pattern, and you start behaving in that way for a longer period of time so that it replaces the old way, then yes, but because you worked on it or because you caught it one time or two times doesn't mean you got rid of the pattern. No, it's still gonna want to show up. So you got to consistently catch yourself and work around that pattern. Again, you're giving me a sense of, I thought I was done with that crap. Well, you're not. It's still showing up. In the immediate future, the Seven of Cups. Okay, there are ways to work around things here. There seems to be there's the way this is showing up is like a multitude of possibilities for where things can go from here on out. Okay. Supporting this reading, the Justice card. Yeah, a sense of balance, a sense of, is it for you? I think it's for you. a sense of keeping yourself balanced. And as you do that, keeping yourself in the present moment with the acceptance of how things are, rather than trying to direct those things to please you, you know. The energy surrounding you at this time that you may not be aware of, the Seven of Wands, you're in a little bit of denial here about something. Could be about this energy of how you want them directed, but kind of taking it from the direction of, I'm not controlling, I'm just saying that maybe if they were to go this way instead of this way. That's not accepting. When it's not accepting, that means you're not accepting the energies as they go, and you would want them changed. Why? If they're not your energies, it's almost like, I'm not touching those energies, so I'm not controlling them. It's with your mind, it's with your thought, it's with your non-acceptance over the fact that they're in this direction rather than in this direction. That's control. You don't have to touch them, direct them yourself. That would be obvious control. But I don't know. I feel like you're trying to get away from this with technicalities, you know? So there's definitely a sense of denial over you stepping back into this pattern. In your hopes and fears, the Ace of Swords. I mean, you're coming from a good place. You're coming from great intentions. The way you view things going in that direction could be a healthier way than the way they're doing it. But let them figure it out. You know? For themselves. In the potential outcome, the Empress. You're back to yourself here. Good. You're snapping out of it. Let's see. Let's clarify. Let me do the Seven of Swords. And this doesn't have to be you, of course. Roles can be reversed before you trigger yourself out of your mind, like, I'm not doing that, I'm not. And if you do that, then it is you. You know, then I got you. For the Seven of Swords, you get the Six of Swords, the Fool, the World card. You stepped away from this energy. I feel like you were in the present and in the acceptance of the present as things kind of unfolded. You were there for quite a bit, but you stepped away from this energy. Where you decided it's better to not accept things and want for things to go in an opposite direction than where they're actually going. Okay. Let's do the Six of Pentacles. Oops. The Temperance card, the Strength card, the Three of Swords. I think you can only go for so long until you get bored to be in the present. Where it feels like you need to step right back into your mind and start overthinking things. You know, it's like, no, it's too smooth. It's too boring for things to just go like, okay, things are going where they need to go. Oh, cool. I'm bored. I need to complicate things here. And that hurts you ultimately. And it feels like this is great practice. Whatever situation this is great practice for you. To just be there, you know, instead of trying to direct things all sorts of ways based on what's going on up here in your head. You know? I feel like it has been great practice, but it's still proving to be great practice because the situation is definitely not falling in the direction that you want it to go. And because of that, man, it brings this part of you out of, let's change it then. Let's change it instead of accepting it. For the Ten of Swords, you get the Two of Cups, the Empress, the Five of Cups. Yep, it's not working out in the way you hoped. Yeah. I don't know what's happening in it. And I feel like a lot of this conclusion of this not working out in the way you hoped comes from your mind interpreting things in such a way where it shows up as, this is never going to work out. I don't know what you're thinking, but this is never going to go in the direction that you want. And that's definitely going to push you into trying to kind of shift things in the direction you want. because that's your fear talking to you. So it's a little bit of a struggle here by the looks of it. Let's do the devil in your focus. The Seven of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Queen of Wands. You're trying your best to not give power to this pattern, to not let it come in, to not welcome it. It's already here. It's too late. You might try to push it out, realizing that it is here. That's not going to work either. You know, the more you push against it, the more it's going to want to stay. You're giving me a sense of confidence on the surface, though. You're kind of telling me, I got this. But I see the energy of the pattern taking on over the situation quite strong. So, okay. We'll just leave it as you got it. But it's not about welcoming this pattern. It's already here. But while it's here, it's not about pushing it away either, because again, that's only going to make it stay even longer. It's about try to observe yourself through this pattern. You know, try to observe your tendencies of what you want to do through this pattern. As this pattern is here, try to catch yourself when you feel like, I want to do something, or I want to do something. And then once that feeling is coming through, then you can work with it in terms of, why would I want to do that? Hold on. If I'm functioning from a place of just being with the situation and letting it be what it is, then why would I want to course correct it? Or, you know, why would I jump in to do that for somebody else? It's only up to you to do it for you, not for others, you know? Let's do the Judgment card in the recent past. The King of Cups, the Devil, the Lovers. Ooh, you dealt with something quite dysfunctional here, quite unhealthy in the past. Oh, this is where this pattern is coming from. It showed up quite strong in this situation right here, and now it's starting to come to the surface for whatever this is, which is something completely different than this. Oh. Okay. Huh. Let's do the Wheel of Fortune. No, not the Wheel of Fortune. What is this? The World card. In your strength, you get the Four of Swords, the Judgment card, the Ace of Swords. Yeah, this is definitely an energy of where you believe truly that you're done with that pattern. You took care of it, you healed it, you worked through it, you're done. You're very convinced of it. But then why is it here? Okay, let's do the Seven of Cups. Don't you even look at me like that. Blue is up, and he's giving me this stinker. For the Seven of Cups in the immediate future, you get the Two of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands. This is a place where you're a little bit stuck. Yes, a lot of options are opening up for you. A lot of choices are opening up for you right in front of you there, but you're having a hard time seeing them and choosing out of them. There's almost like, as this pattern unfolds and comes through and is playing out for you, it's almost drawing a curtain over your eyesight where you can't see clearly. Think of it as filtering. Whatever you need to put forward is going to come through this filter of this pattern, which is not great, because this is a pattern of changing something from what it is into something else that you think it suits you, you know. So you're definitely kind of blinded here, and there are plenty of options showing up for you here, but you're not seeing them clearly. Are you seeing them clearly? Let's do the Justice for the supportive energies. The Four of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. All right. Let's say things are heading in a particular direction in this situation, and you may not like them much, but let's say you would allow for that to happen. Even if you don't like much, the direction in which they're going. Yeah, let's say you allow for that to happen. And then let's say you're going to try to change that. You're not going to allow for that to happen because you're going to try your best to change the course of that. And this course doesn't depend only on you. There's two of you in here. So what you have available, and as a clear, harsh a little bit, but clear and better, smoother energy even for the situation, is just to allow for things to take their own course. And you may not agree with it, you may be upset about it, but man, it feels a whole lot better by the looks of it. And this energy is in contrast with the pattern that shows up to change things because they don't like it. They're not going to accept that things are going that way because they don't like it. They want for things to go in a different directions. Instead of accepting it, and if they don't like it, they can move in another direction, you know, them being you in this case. Let's do the 7 of Wands. You're so stinking cute. And I rubbed your back, but like, come on, for how long? Come on up here. For the 7 of Wands and the hidden energies, you get the 4 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, the 3 of Cups. You won't do that, you won't do that. What did I just say right now? You know, if you don't like the direction, then you can change direction for yourself. But you're like, well, I can't let them go. I can't. What are you talking about? Me take myself out of this and go in the ups? What are you talking about? Can't let them go. It's impossible. Yeah, no, it's not. It's really, really not. Okay. Let me do the Ace of Swords. You're such a beautiful boy. For the Ace of Swords, you get the 3 of Pentacles, the Chariot, the 10 of Cups. This could be a friendship that you wanted to go in a particular direction more than just in the direction of friendship. There's definitely some shifting from what it is to what you want it to be. For some reason, again, you're kind of clinging on this energy of, well, I can make it happen. And it's almost like you're forgetting that there's 2 energies involved here. You know, where you may need to remind yourself constantly that you're not the only one involved in this energy of 2. You know, for you to possibly start taking into consideration that whatever they're doing for this path matters as much as whatever you're doing for this path matters. Please don't get on my head. Thank you. For the Empress, for the potential outcome, you get the Page of Cups, the 10 of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles. I feel like ultimately you're just going to show up and accept how you truly feel about the situation, but then you're giving me a sense of accepting defeat as well, which that doesn't work either. So you're showing up quite confused at the end of it because you're showing me love and you're showing me a sense of this is not going anywhere. And then still showing up for the situation from those 2 perspectives, which are bumping heads. So ultimately you show up quite up in the air about the situation. What the good news about this part though is that I don't see the pattern with you anymore. In terms of you may actually start working through it so that you don't start maneuvering energies again left and right here, you know, to suit you. So, interesting reading. Let me do the universe. The Knight of Wands, the 8 of Swords, the 4 of Cups. Yeah, you're not super happy about what's going on here because I see what your intention is, and I see that in reality, it doesn't come through as how you view it in your head, how you imagine it to be. So because of that, you're upset. So there's a lot of expectations tied up to this too, which that's what expectations are gonna do. Just set us up for disappointment. Let's do the Oracle of E. Oh, GPS, number 15. GPS. OMG. That's exactly what it says here. Your intuition is being a real show-off these days. It's so ready to help navigate your life, and quite frankly, it's getting a tad bit impatient. It just can't understand why, when it knows the fun, easy route, you insist on doing everything without its help. There's no need to be lost, ever, especially now that you're about to stumble onto a gold mine. So it's kind of a reminder to tune back into your intuition, because it's right there trying to assist you here. So that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.